Hey, Texas Values friends. Jonathan Sines here, president of Texas Values. Just want to take a moment to say happy Easter to you and your family. You know, in the times we live these days, you can hear a lot of negative things. People talking about the declining of Christianity and, the percentages of people going to church regularly are in decline or are decreasing. I know I get asked about that a lot, or people talk about that a lot. In the work we do at Texas Values, defending religious liberty is so important. And a big part of that is to make sure people like you can actually live out your faith. Even though we might be surrounded by negative reports and, in the middle of a year where there's a presidential election, a lot of tension and conflict and reasons to maybe, think in a negative way or think, what's the point, or be sort of, discouraged at times. But, going into Easter and Good Friday and in this Holy Week, so much of it is about redemption. It's about renewal, right? It makes me think of that phrase, it's darkest just before the dawn. So we did a little research because I thought maybe this was probably biblical. But according to crosswalk.com, we did a little research, and this author says the saying's used often a lot, but it doesn't actually come from the Bible. But God does have a lot to say about these type of concepts, particularly that about tough times, namely that we can make it through them and that they will not last forever. And that's something that is very close to us and we can hold on to as Christians. Think about what it was like for the apostles to see Christ go through what he went through, the crucifixion, and hoping that, this would be sort of a pathway for them. And even though they rejoiced in his resurrection, those first years or so after that were pretty tough for them, but they had in front of them the ability to see that miracle that we only read about and hear about these days. You can imagine the impact it had on them for many years to come. So when we think about the resurrection of Christ our Savior and we think about Easter, take that as an opportunity to think about yourself individually and how you can be a representation of that and how you can be reminded how important it is every day and sometimes every hour, just before that new dawn, to find those ways to pray and to come in touch with your personal faith as a Christian. And we hope we're able to help you do that more by the freedoms that we help protect here at Texas Value. So happy Easter to you and your family.